So you're the famous Materia. Pleased to meet you.
I had heard tell of a lost warrior, and was quite taken aback. Thankfully, you managed to find your way to my side, hale and hearty.
Before you celebrate, I've got some bad news.
Although your journey began some time ago, the world's heart now beats faintly as ever. Mayhap Spiritus' minions proved overly formidable?
No, not quite.
If only. Some things are guzzling down our energy for themselves. The same ones that were doing it before.
If you know the cause of our ails, then why not excise it?
For a being more powerful than us, your ignorance puts me to a nonplus. Yes! Don't waste the last drops of our precious time gawking. The situation demands we begin talking.
Gawking? Was I gawking?
Huh? What are you asking me for?
Do you mean to turn my champions against me?
Save your quarrelsome posturing for another time, Materia.
As even fragments of the beast take this form, our travails will persist until we kill it outright.
Seems like wherever we go, there they are.
Our paths home are blocked as long as it draws breath. Another reason it deserves a quick death.
Did you know of this, Spiritus? Did you stand idly by while the world's lifeblood was siphoned away?
I knew as little as you, and there is no shame in that. If we are to grow, however, we must ensure that our world grows with us.
Very well. Then I have a request. Warriors of distant worlds, lend us your strength and your skill. Pull this realm out from the mire of combat.
The light will always be with us.
Hey! Huh? You guys heading back as well?
You too?
Yeah, we just finished up with a job.
A job?
Ta-da! Summons and stuff.
I imagine felling beings much like the primals was harrowing.
It was no sweat. And you?
I had a great time. There was danger around every corner.
This isn't some field trip, Vaughn. It's serious.
Well, we found out a lot too. Apparently, Planesgorgers are running amok all over.
Aye, and have wrought much destruction. They sup on the force we seek to amass, threatening this world's balance. It could founder ere long.
Huh?
Oh.
Hey, listen up. This is important.
But not enough for Squall?
If that's how it is, we'll need to change our priorities.
Just so everyone knows, Materia and Spiritus were created from Cosmos's desire to keep this world safe. I also want to make sure this world is safe. Lots has happened to me here. Maybe not all of it good, but that doesn't make this place any less important.
Without this world, we couldn't see each other anymore.
I don't want that. Plus, we barely know anything about each other's homeworlds.
To arms, then. This land has suffered the presence of these voracious dragons over long.
To cast off the chains that bind us to the cycle, we must make our stand!
Our common enemy is none other than the Planesgorger. Whether we be gods or their champions...
What's gotten into him?
We may have our differences, but in this world, we are one!
For the time being.
Right. Don't think you're forgiven.
This world is pretty cool after all.
Let's meet up again, once things calm down.
It draws near. We must needs act with haste.
Got it. Let's do this.
Nary a more capable band of champions exists. Of that, I harbor little doubt.
Go forth. And prevail!
This isn't exactly what I was trained for.
I understand your trepidation, but...
Don't get me wrong. It just feels strange to fight beside people who aren't my classmates.
By that, I assume you mean your friends back home?
Don't know if I'd call them friends. I mean, we were just in the same class. Some were way too rowdy and some poked their noses where they didn't belong. I guess they're sort of like siblings.
Oh. Huh? Sounds like we're birds of a feather.
We are?
Yep. I've been with this traveling troupe ever since I was a kid. They've always treated me as one of their own.
I'm an orphan as well. Those who took me in and fought alongside me are like family now.
I live with a bunch of street urchins, but we get by just fine. We know a guy who sets us up with work from time to time.
Let me guess. You're the runt?
Well, I had a big brother, but everyone looks up to me now.
You? A leader?
I'm not surprised. He's self-reliant and has natural charisma.
Must be nice. Everyone around me just wants attention, like they're the big man on campus.
What a pain. Just like being a big brother, I bet.
What are you talking about?
What's wrong?
What were they thinking back there? This is a battlefield, not a playground.
A lark now and again is needful. Would you that every foe were a Plainsgorger?
If you put it that way.
Well, if it ever does come back, we'll beat it.
Right into the ground.
And revive this world.
It might never be what it was, but it could become something new.
In what manner do you imagine the gods would shape this realm?
Hadn't thought of it.
From the look of her tower, Materia might use technology as a foundation.
And if Spiritus were in charge, no one would ever look at you funny for using magic.
The thought of either is alluring.
That's all well and good, but what if things start going off the rails?
We simply give them a push, back on track.
Oh. So, do you think that new life will ever spring from this barren ground?
The possibility exists for certain.
I guess that maybe one day some flowers might.
Soon to be followed by trees, then insects, then animals.
'Twould be compelling to observe the genesis of life with mine own eyes.
You don't want to get ahead of yourselves now.
It'll be wonderful. I just know it.
You coordinate well with your team.
I am taught by the best, sir.
I doubt you learned that from me.
You might have learned. But try telling this guy to hold up.
Someone's gotta distract him.
Excuses.
My skill to adapt has been forged by countless allies.
A fine sentiment. I too owe a debt to those who aided me. My allies sacrificed much and more to stand beside me, to avenge their fallen comrades, and to preserve their beloved nations.
My house was an oxbow in the yoke of aggression. That it restricted others shames me.
You highborn or something, Ramza?
Birth is not high or low.
You're not wrong. Still, I wouldn't use that as an excuse.
I know you won't make excuses. If I'm ever in trouble, you'll come to my rescue.
Huh? Oh, thanks, I guess. You mean to say we have an obligation to those in need?
Exactly.
Do you guys need to fulfill obligations? You're more like standards anyway.
What?
You know, soldiers see a standard flapping in the wind and they rally behind it.
You mean, as they would a leader?
Mm-hmm. I'm no soldier, but I think standards and emblems have their place for sure.
Standards can't rally anyone if no one lifts them up.
Huh. Oh yeah, I guess I have had your back on the battlefield a lot.
No, I mean, like, your positivity is contagious or something?
Huh?
Never mind. We've got more battles to fight. Let's go.
Whatever you say.
Doubtless he stands before us now thanks to another such as you.
Twould seem you bore a heavy burden.
You bet we did.
Had to form an unlikely alliance.
Cloud's expression says it all. Well, for a while, I was conflicted.
Sephiroth?
Yeah. He doesn't scare me anymore, though. That's the past. I've moved on.
Admirable.
Not really. All I did was stop running. Running from my ghosts. No more. I won't let my friends down. Not ever again.
You atone.
I just show them you care. They're gonna see through your act to know you're still conflicted. Don't make them dance around it.
No use trying to change the past. Just gotta live with it.
I suppose. When lacking an escape, you must move forward.
That's right. No looking back. No regretting your decisions.
Then let us do just that and prepare for the struggles ahead. Shall we?
All right, let's go.
Cease that at once.
I assure you I am not stealing energy from it.
That resonance, you were not siphoning, but tampering.
My, how discerning you are.
You know not what folly you commit. Without that life force, the gods cannot prevent this realm from crumbling.
Their compassion is truly staggering. However, such goodwill would be better spent on themselves than on this desolate wasteland.
Perhaps, but fate has tasked them with preserving this land.
How entirely burdensome.
It could also be rewarding, in much the same vein as reaping the bounty of some.
Fair enough. Let's say that is true. Did they truly need aid from other worlds to reap their own bounty?
Not requesting aid is the rarer option. Have you not borrowed a hand or two when the situation called for it?
I have. Then it is only proper that we receive a just reward for our efforts.
Such blatant avarice.
A ruler is bound by duty to compensate his servants, don't you think?
Bring your concern before Spiritus. He should be receptive.
How benevolent.
Hey, why don't we take a break here? I'm really tired.
Well, we have been walking for a while. What do you say, Locke?
All right.
Thank you, Rinoa.
No problem. Over there looks good. This is nothing like where I'm from. I've never seen a place so big and so silent.
It is silent, but we couldn't go a moment without looking over our shoulders before. So, I'd say it's a welcome change.
Sure is. The gods are done fighting for real, and all we have to do is help rebuild. And that's thanks to other champions like you, right?
That's what they say anyways. I think we can trust them.
Wait, so you've already met them?
Yeah, but I'm really just going on first impressions here.
It's always nice to meet new people. People you never thought or even imagined you'd meet otherwise.
It really is. Even though we were so different, the others gave me the strength to pull through the last time.
I can't wait to see everyone.
If we head over there, someone should be able to give you the rundown. Seems like everyone's used to this place by now.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, and one said we have to fight to help the gods. We have to complete our mission, or something like that.
Let me guess. He's always frowning.
How'd you know?
Oh, I'm very familiar with the type.
Well, we'd better get going then. And do our best not to get lost.
Of course.
Yuna? Locke? Thank you both so much. If you hadn't found me, I might have just lost all hope.
Don't mention it. That's what friends are for.
Sure. Right. We know you'd do the same for us.
You had best not forget. Without my warriors, all hope of defeating Shinryu would have been lost.
True.
I swallowed my pride for this.
And I never thought you would.
I had no other choice. I simply employed the only means available. Do not embellish your own importance. What I did for the sake of the world.
I have no qualms with that. The world must be restored, no matter the toll it is to take on us. Then, once it finally has...
I will vanquish you.
Perfect. I expected no less from you.
Could these be memories?
Parting gifts.
If so, I bequeath the vestiges of my power to each of you.
Yes. Let us begin it all anew. Begin our own clash. Show me no mercy.
Fret not, for you deserve none.
I will have you bend the knee.
It shall be your knee that bends, not mine. We grant you the service of our champions.
To serve at your beck and call.